Well, today we are talking about the health benefits of garlic. Yeah, garlic. So you may think, it's good in food, but there's so much more to know about garlic. And I want to thank Tova Ratson. I've thought about garlic before, but it just brought it to my attention. I think it's time to talk about garlic because in ancient times it was valued for because of many health benefiting properties. And in some cultures, it still is. We sometimes shy away from it because it's a little smelly. But let me tell you that it's worth looking into, because in the old times of the ancients, it was used as bug repellent. Medieval Europe used it against plagues, and Egyptians even buried their dead with it because it was so important. Some benefits of the garlic are credited to the presence of the sulfur-containing compound allicin, found in fresh, crushed, or chewed garlic. And it has antibacterial, antifungal properties. Oh my, you may have to help me out here.
All right, so every 100 grams of garlic will serve you with close to 150 calories, 33 grams of carbs, 6.36 grams of protein. Garlic is also enriched with vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, folate, vitamin C, calcium, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, and zinc.
All in a little clove of garlic. Now, here's what's really good is that high sulfur content in garlic gives you that antibiotic property, and it keeps your digestive system clean by flushing out all those toxins. It even helps to build your immunity against common cold and prevents heart ailments because it cleans up your arteries. It's great for rejuvenation and healing of the skin. But here's the deal. Place a clove of garlic between your teeth, bite a little of it to release its extracts, and then swallow it. The whole thing. I didn't say crush it up. Didn't say put it in your food. Bite it, release everything, and then swallow it. Some say you need to wait 15 minutes so all of the properties come. But whichever way it is, swallow that whole garlic clove. Why? For one reason, it's a blood purifier. The root cause of acne is because your blood needs cleaned up. And so what do? You take two cloves of raw garlic with warm water every day, early in the morning, and consume a lot of water all day long throughout the day. And if you're looking to shed some pounds, squeeze the juice of a half lemon in a glass of lukewarm water and have it with 2 cloves of garlic in the morning. Don't look so disgusted.
I'm demonstrating.
Oh, you're demonstrating. So
crush it between your teeth.
Eating the garlic actually helps with the absorption of nutrients, and it helps your digestive system. It also helps you push off fatigue. So you do need to have some garlic. Yeah, there you go. Think about this. It also helps in lung and throat problems due to its pungent smell. Since consuming garlic can irritate the digestive tract because of its pungent smell, a signal travels to your brain. You're going to demonstrate? And it releases watery fluid in the lungs to counter the pungent property, thereby clearing out your lungs for a cough because of coughs and colds. And speaking of that, it helps with cold and flu. Taking 2 to 3 cloves of raw garlic specifically, or sipping it in some tea with a touch of honey or ginger for taste is going to relieve stuffed nose and cure the cold, but it also builds your immunity against having more colds. Yeah. It said that during World War II that garlic was called Russian penicillin because you would have 60% fewer colds and faster recovery. You would recover from colds in a day and a half instead of 5 days if you ended up having one. So take your garlic. But there's more. Yes, there is more. It prevents heart disease because it helps lower your cholesterol levels because of the antioxidant properties of allicin. It is also immensely beneficial to regulate blood pressure. But it's imperative to consume the garlic raw. You really need to have raw garlic. It's also antibacterial and antiparasitic. It's used as an antibiotic to treat bacterial and fungal and parasitic infections, and it has been since the beginning. Right. Diluted garlic extract helps children with tapeworm infection, and a garlic-based mouthwash doesn't sound like fresh breath, but in very small quantities, it helps ward off cavity-causing bacteria. And here's another big one. Studies have shown that it helps prevent cancer. because there's an association between the daily consumption of garlic and the prevention of stomach and colorectal cancers, as well as prostate and breast cancer and others. It's very effective because of that hydrogen sulfide production. It also reduces the risk of esophageal and stomach cancers. You have one crushed garlic within an hour. Guess what? The expression of your genes related to cancer, anti-cancer causing immunity, it builds that immunity, and it boosts up the bloodstream within hours, going after things that shouldn't be there. Yeah. It also helps your skin and your hair. Yeah, it helps your skin and your hair because it gets rid of the free radicals and slows down the depletion of collagen, which leads to the loss of its elasticity. And that's what causes aging skin to look aged. Yeah. Now, I will say this next part is controversial because some people say do not apply garlic to the skin. In fact, there's an article out that has shown severe burn-like parts of the skin when the garlic was placed. So I'm going to give you the links to the different sources that we use, but applied topically, some say it helps treat fungal infections and also helps eczema. But again, beware of that because I've also seen the videos where it burns the skin. But it also helps your hair. It says that you rub some garlic infused oil on your scalp and it helps rebuild thinning hair. So again, that's a topical application. So do some research before you actually do those things. It helps pull your splinters out. Yeah, it does. Think about that's pretty cool. Research has shown that crushed garlic can prevent infection that comes to burn patients. So that's another good reason. It also has an anti-inflammatory effect because it will benefit your musculoskeletal system and your respiratory system and help out with arthritis and because it has anti-arthritic properties, and it helps reduce the inflammation of your airway too. It also said to help obesity because obesity, as studies are going on, is partly caused by inflammation of the body. So it reduces that inflammation. So it helps with obesity. And don't forget that garlic and detoxification work hand in hand. That's very, very, very important. Detox your body. It helps cleanse that liver of all of the environmental things that you come across just in your everyday life, not to mention what you put in your body. So it has a great detoxing ability. And remember, that's important because a lot of cancer is caused because of DNA damage, and that is taken care of through detoxing. Garlic also has a calming effect. So they say put it under your pillow. Yeah, for the first couple of days, it might be a little difficult, but after a few days of keeping garlic under your pillow, you're going to sleep much better. It helps you with toothaches and repels mosquitoes and earaches and coughs and so much more. But here's something you need to remember. Most of us apply and cook with garlic incorrectly. If you want some of those properties to go into your food, cut the garlic up and then let it sit for 15 minutes. Yeah, I said before you apply it to your food. Now, here's a problem. Most applications, whether it's boiling or stir frying, et cetera, destroy almost all of these properties in garlic. The best way to consume it is raw. Now, when you roast it, it will keep some of those properties, but not much. You want to have raw garlic. Yeah. So what do you think of that? Raw garlic. But here's a tea. Here's a recipe for tea. For your tea, have it 30 minutes before you go to bed. It's going to help you out. You have 1 clove of garlic that's crushed, garlic milk, and a teaspoon of honey. Combine the garlic and the milk in a saucepan. Let it boil for 3 minutes. Return and remove it from the heat. Let it cool. Add some honey, and you'll sleep well. So garlic, do your research on it because there's a lot of things that garlic can do. There's a lot of things that Yahweh has given us that will naturally help us fight off things, but will heal us, heal our bodies. He's given us these tools. We've forgotten about it. And that's what I have to say about garlic. And I remember when I married you, you always took garlic pills. And by the way, it takes 27 capsules to get the 27 capsules of garlic to get the same benefits as 1/2 clove of raw crushed garlic. And it's recommended that you have 1 full clove. So you would need to take much more. You need to take a whole bottle of garlic to have the effects of 1 clove of garlic in your body. But you took it when we got married.
Yeah. But I have a question. It didn't say anything about how it affects your love life.
Oh, I do have an answer for that. When I was looking, it talked about taking parsley with garlic will remove the smell.
All I can say is that when I've had Caesar salad,
I go,
it's like,
John, have you had garlic today? Or yesterday? Did you have garlic within the last 24 hours? Yeah. But when I was looking up all this stuff, it said take parsley. Parsley will help offset the odor. So consume garlic with parsley, and you're not going to get the bad smell. And Tova says that parsley is great for your kidneys. So there you get a double benefit from that.
So is that why they always used to put those little parsley cloves on your plates at a restaurant? Is so that you can, anything garlicky, you just eat your parsley.
Think so.
And then your love life is still protected.
Tova does warn, as much as garlic burns your skin, there's no way she would ever put it on your skin. And remember,
I can't imagine holding it in your mouth for 15 minutes for that.
No,
same reason.
You're not holding it. You're cutting it. If you wait for 15 minutes, you're just letting it sit there. Then you swallow it whole, but you break it. You crush it with your teeth initially. And some said to just go ahead and swallow it right up there. And others said let it sit 15 minutes so that the properties are released.
Not in your mouth. Not when you crush it.
No, you're not holding it
in your mouth for 15 minutes. Like, oh, that's kind of nasty.
Anyway, so
I mean, I like garlic in food. Don't get me wrong. I just think it would be really hot in the mouth.
If you're swallowing, it's irrelevant.
Right.
So
yeah,
Anyway,
I just think it's a relationship killer if you just.
I just told you how to solve that. Parsley and garlic together.
Okay, there you go.
Right.
Just saying.
Okay. Well, everybody, that is our health segment for the day. Does anybody want to say anything real quick on it? Sherry, Mark? Yes, Sherry.
The reason why you can't get rid of the odor is because it's not in the breath or in the stomach. It's sulfur compounds that are released in your bloodstream. So that's why it won't go away. And there's actually a study that some university students were doing about other foods that you can eat, like you were saying, parsley, that you can eat with garlic that will cut down on the odor or get rid of it. And one of them was apples and mint. And they said they found the one on apples by accident. One of the students was eating the garlic and the smell wasn't there. And so they went back on what he'd eaten earlier, and he'd eaten apples. So they ate apples with the garlic, which I can't even imagine, but apples with the garlic. And it cut down on the smell. But, like Bob says, you talk about your love life, Bob will say just eat garlic as self-defense. If you're garlic, you eat it too for self-defense.
Mark, did you have something you wanted to chime in on?
Are there any benefits for vampires?
I have nothing to say about that.
Bob had a guy on the boat that ate garlic. He said nobody would sit at the table with him and eat. He said there's an old captain said he ate it. He'd just pick up cloves and eat it like this. And he said, didn't nobody want to be around him.
Well, I don't know, folks. You heard it.
A way to keep vampires away, Mark.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. But, all the vampires I've met said, no big deal. We eat it on a regular basis.
Well, to go back, what Sandi was talking about earlier is that I had been on a fast and then had a Caesar salad, and she said, "Did you have garlic?" And she says, "It's just coming out of your pores."
You know what? It's what the sulfur is released, but it happens every time you eat garlic. Sorry.
We are richly blessed to bring you what we believe is the fullest, most diverse, yet up-to-date progressive teachings, discussion, and prayer programming you can find anywhere on this planet. Be sure to take the tour of the MessianicLambRadio.com website. I'm Susan Hoogie, thanking you for joining us on the Messianic Lamb Video Network.